Alright, so last episode kick off season 2, we're brought in 2 big players. The first one being Victor Osimhen for 110 million from Napoli to be our new number 9 up front, as he's taken over from Jackson in the first team. 89 rated, a very, very good quality striker. We then also brought in a right back from Barcelona to play centre back here in Jules Koundé. And on his debut, we did win the Community Shield, beating Man City in the final here, as you can see, to lift the Community Shield, obviously winning 4 trophies last season. We're talking a second place team. And after that, we're talking Liverpool in a very, very tough game. We scored here, I believe, with a 1-0 win. We've got Nacho's headed there to make it get us the 3 points. And Osimhen scored there against Newcastle to get his first goal in Chelsea colours. Again, today's episode, as you can see here, we then scored again against Newcastle. Let's get into today's episode and hopefully continue our great form so far this season, also make a massive signing. And to kick off today's episode, we'll make a huge signing for this team in the centre-back role. You guys suggested we're going to bring in a certain Dutch defender to partner with Jules Koundé in the back. Let's bring that defender in and hopefully improve our defence even more. Fofana and Cole would have been good together, but I do feel like the signing you guys suggested we're going to make right now will be a massive upgrade on our defence, and hopefully we'll start off his career here at Chelsea in the best way possible. It'll be a fantastic signing for us. Let's make that signing happen and show you who it's going to be. And starting here for 70 million from Spurs is Mickey van der Ven, the Dutch defender, the left-footed centre-back with 90 pace and incredible defensive stats. We used him previously in the Spurs career, but he was a very, very good defender in that one. I recommend you check that series out if you want to do so as well. We had a great team in that series as well. But let's get into this team. Mickey van der Ven signs it for 70 million to be the partner to Jules Koundé. Cole will be the rotation defender between him and Koundé in the team. Fofana will drop to the second team. And Mickey van der Ven joins us here at Chelsea for 70 million. Will be hopefully a big player for us in this team. And for the first game of the episode, we're going to take on Ajax on our return to the Champions League. The first game of the league phase, we're going to take them on here. Ronaldo Vega will play left back for this game. You guys in the comments said we should give him a first team opportunity instead of Kukurea. Kukurea has been incredible in the team, but I see Ronaldo Vega is a very, very good player as well. Mickey van der Ven makes his debut in this one. Let's get into this one. We're also going to rotate the team a bit more, but I feel like Ajax are still a tough team. Basically, for the first 2 months of the season, we've got very, very easy Prem games that we're going to sim. And after that, we face Dortmund, I believe, next in the league phase of the Champions League. We're going to play them. And I think we'll end the episode with a game against Arsenal or PSG, depending on which team I want to play. Let's get into this one at Stamford Bridge against Ajax and hopefully pick up the 3 points on Chelsea's return to the Champions League. And physicality. As Bertrand Traore goes past him. That's good defending there from Ronaldo Vega. As Moises Caicedo blocks it over here too. Garnacho. Into Palmer. He's got Garnacho ahead of him. He plays it into him. Garnacho does well. Garnacho skips the challenge. Garnacho is still going. Garnacho, the Argentina, doing incredible. He hits it. But Meunier in goal for Ajax makes a good save. Osimhen struggles in this game on Poacher, even though he does have Poacher plus, so he shouldn't do so. I will switch him to maybe a shadow striker. Not shadow striker, to a advanced forward or something like that. But here's a good shot there, but it's going to go wide to the post. And Jordan Henderson gets away a penalty in the process on Madueke. The Englishman gets booked. The captain of the team. It is a very, very, risky challenge there from him. He's not gone for the ball. Well, he has gone for the ball, but he hasn't at the same time. Here's Palmer. You know, we're going to give it to Osimhen for his, just for his confidence. We're going to give him the pen here. Osimhen. Can he score to make it 1-0? Meunier. Can he save the penalty? No, he can't. Side net in for Osimhen. He scores here. Just over 15 minutes into the game. At Stamford Bridge in the first game of the Champions League group stage league phase against Ajax. As last season we won the Premier League, won the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup and the Conference League. This season we're looking to replace the Conference League with the Champions League, as we also did win the Community Shield last episode. And Osimhen here scores from the penalty spot, and hopefully this will just give him that little bit of a boost that he needs to start really getting to goal scoring form. That 110 million is worth, because right now he's only scored 2 goals, 1 for the penalty and 1 against Newcastle. Even though he's been pretty decent, he hasn't really been the player I expected him to be in the team right now. But that could just be him getting used to the team. Here's Mickey van der Ven. And Garnacho, can we get 2 quick goals against Ajax? That's great play. Palmer, finesse shot. That's another challenge there from behind by Stalo, and luckily for them, that one's not being penalised, because that could have been a red card there. Garnacho's still going here. A bit of play there, Garnacho. Palmer to Victor Osimhen, and that's 2-0. 10 minutes after scoring for the penalty spot, he scores some open play. Palmer with the assist. Garnacho doing all the work pretty much for that goal, but Palmer obviously putting the finishing touches on it, getting into Osimhen, who finds the back of the net with a great strike there, beating Meunier in goal. If we make it 3-0, we'll sim the rest of the game, because Ajax have been all right, but they're not obviously not that much of a challenge for us in this series right now. And Osimhen makes it 2-0. And you love to see it. And Ajax, by the way, have been a team that I've been thinking about doing a Chromid with this year, because last time I did an Ajax Chromid was on FIFA 23 towards the end of that before SC24 came out, which was a very, very fun series to do. But I do feel like one this year would be very, very good to do with them, since Ajax obviously aren't the best team in Netherlands right now, and they haven't been for like a year or two now. They've kind of been on a bit of a fall off. They've been getting better, obviously, Ajax recently, but overall they've not been the team they've looked like in the past couple of years. So they used to dominate Dutch football, but in recent years, Feyenoord have been the team to beat. Monaco, so why not the Frenchman? Hits the post. Away from Garnacho. Garnacho took it to Ronaldo. There you go. Almost a Cucurella at St. Palmer. One touch hits it, and that's 3-0. Yeah, Ajax have been put to the sword here. We get the 3 points of the opening game day of the UCL. And you love to see it. Palmer with a cold celebration there. You love to see it. That's a goal and an assist for him in this game. And we're going to sim the rest of this game here, and hopefully we're not going to get any injuries or capitulations in this one. Let's sim to the end, and it's going to be a 4-0 win in the end with Palmer get a second goal, and Colwell and Jackson coming off the bench in that one. Let's get into our next game, which is going to be in a few weeks' time. I think, again, in the Champions League against Dortmund, if I'm not mistaken, unless there's a game in the Prem that I want to play in between. Well, I might not shoot every game we're going to sim, because there's a lot of games to sim in between, but as you can see, up against West Ham, he'll pick up a 2-1 win with Mikatadze and Bray getting the goals. So Mikatadze rescuing us later on after Kubo took the lead for them in this game. Let's get into our next game and sim up one as well. So we're going to sim a bunch of games in between this game and a game against Dortmund, which is, I believe, in a month's time. Against QPR in the Carabao Cup, our first team absolutely demolishing Garnacho, Colwell, Garnacho, Gusto, and also Osimhen getting the goals in this one to see us win 5-0 away from home at Queen's Park Rangers, a team we could also do a Chroma with in the future, a team that used to be a Premier League team, obviously have fallen off in recent years, and now a mid-table championship team. We could take them back to the Prem and do an RTG series with them. Let me know if you want to see that down below as well. So it's a team that I've definitely thought about doing Chromas with in the past, and I feel like it could be a very, very fun team to do this year. And up against Fulham here, Amanda Brave rescues us late on here with a 1-0 win here with a goal in 87 minutes. I think Mikatadze's penalty was denied earlier in the game. Let's get into our next game. It's actually going to be the game against Dortmund. Just come out a bit quicker than I thought it would do. And Brave gets us the 3 points against Fulham. You'll have to see that. So hopefully get the 3 points against Dortmund in the next game. And before we get into the game against Dortmund, I thought I would show you what our calendar does look like in between the game against Dortmund and the next game we'll play to any episode, most likely against Arsenal or PSG. Here, I can see we've got a very, very unfortunate fixture congestion. There were 2 days in between the game against Arsenal and also PSG. Depending on where they are in the league phase and in the league of the Champions League, we'll decide which team to play. I see Arsenal, we played quite a lot, so PSG might lean towards playing at the end of today's episode. But I can see after that we then have Spurs, Aston Villa, and some harder games against the likes of Man City and Man United here. Literally 3 days in between those games as well. Let's get into this one up against Dortmund here. We currently sit 5th after 3 points. Dortmund are currently sat 8th, I believe, in the group stage, no, 12th actually, and let's get into this one and hopefully get another 3 points at home this time against Dortmund. We were at home actually last time against Ajax actually, so at home again against Dortmund this time round though. It's Adeyemi still with the ball. Cucurella takes it off in Cucurella. Into Palmer. Good control from him, but how has he lost the ball to Adeyemi of all players? Oh no, Adeyemi. Cucurella wins it back thankfully. Garnacho. Okay, that's for a second I thought we were going to lose the ball there. Ball forward here, that's a great pass. Looking for Malo Gusto, the Frenchman. Driving forward, all the way forward is the Frenchman and scores to make it 1-0. That pass from Caicedo was perfect. And Malo Gusto gets himself a very goal in this series. The Frenchman does incredible there to find the back of the net. You'd love to see it. End off the post. That pass there from Caicedo was perfect. For a second I was going to pass that to Osimhen, but then I saw the defenders closing this down. I thought, no, I'm not going to risk it. I'm just going to shoot. Gusto, he should have the ability to score. And he does so. He makes it 1-0 to Chelsea. And you'd have to see it. And it's a great finish as well from the right back. Madueke, in head to Palmer. Looking for Osimhen. Osimhen on the turn, chests it down, hits it, drags it wide to the post. Garnacho, good turn into midfielder. Garnacho still going. Garnacho trying to find his way through this Dortmund midfield. He's still going here. Is Alejandro Garnacho. Go pass in there to Osimhen. Osimhen on the turn. Osimhen shoots and Osimhen wide of the post again. Player of his quality should be able to do better there. Garnacho to Kukurea. Kukurea. That's a free kick, referee. Thank you. I got a feeling I might be able to score this. You know, I'm going to hit this. Cole Palmer to score from a likely angle from a free kick. Palmer hits it and Palmer, Kobel just about saves it. That was inches away from crossing the line, if not millimetres. There goes Gittins, a very, very pacey Englishman who's on his way out of Dortmund. It seems like he just wanted to beat Gusto. Ball through to Grass. It's a great pass. Jurgensen can't make the save. Moments after Kobel made a great save at the other end. Dortmund equalise. One pass for our back line. They've got Enquiries in their team interest inside in there. And it's a great finisher from Grassi, but I feel like we should have defended better there. That pass there from Gittins shouldn't have got through. I feel like we should have been more wise to that one, especially with Kunde and Mickey van der Ven on the back line. Should have been more aware to a pass like that. Ball into the box. Kukurea, that should be yours to head clear. There we go. Santos. Caicedo. Now Palmer. There's Osimhen to find. Osimhen. This time he finally score. Osimhen does so. He missed 2 easy chances earlier, but he scores in a break here to make it 2-1. A great counter attack there. Palmer with a pass through to Osimhen. Makes it 2-1. And we finally get back in the lead in this game. We deserve to win this game. It's not even half time yet, but we've been a much better team. And Osimhen scores here. Puts us back in the lead. And you love to see it. Not straight from kickoff, surely not. Adeyemi. Ball to the back post. Gusto's got to win a header, thank you. Caicedo gets to it. Palmer. We need a 2-goal lead in this game. We can't just be 1 goal up against Dortmund because I feel like they're going to score again. Madueke, good defender there for Emre Can, just about. If Dortmund score next, there's a high chance we draw this game. But if we score next, we win the game. And what is going on here? What is going on? Thank you, Van der Ven, for recovering that. There's a Slotterbeck just about there. Palmer as well. And as well again there, Palmer. Into the box there to Garnacho. Garnacho! Side netting. That's actually poor for me as well. But Adeyemi is still going here. Mickey van der Ven. Good challenge. Kukurea under pressure. Kukurea needs a way out. Back to Jurgensen. He's got the pace to catch up to you, but he's still going here. It's Garnacho. Garnacho into the box looking for Osimhen. Osimhen on the header denied by Kobel. That should be a red card there for Timber. Mickey van der Ven coming over to try and stop him, but it's done well there. Grassi. Kunde to try to block Jurgensen. Good save needed to hit the post, and it's fell back to Grassi. Of course it does. Of course it does. It's 2-2 again. Well, it's level again here. Both goals conceded. We've been hard done by. The first one, fair enough, but this one, it's frustrating. It's so frustrating. The ball through, the shot hits the post, and it just falls perfectly back to, obviously, Grassi. Let's make a few changes. The movement there from Palmer wasn't the best, but it works. Palmer, back post. Mikatadze's header. The heading in this game is good. I scored a 80th minute here coming forward. Ball into the box. Kunde heads it clear. No doubt from Felix. Palmer. Caicedo. Oh, João Felix. Go on, lad. João Felix. May just won us this game. A player that we was planning to sub. I didn't get any offers for him outside the Premier League that I wanted to accept. The only league I wasn't going to sell him to was the Premier League as a quality player. And the flip-flopping behind there. May just won us the game. A very, very bit of quality. That's what João Felix possesses. A fantastic bit of skill. Just a consistency he lacks in his eye roll football. But Felix here scores. Makes it 3-2. And what a goal that was. Taken by Morez. Headed up. And away there by Caicedo. It's Timber Smag got the... Oh no, who's gone down injured? Who's gone down injured for us? Shot taken. Jurgensen good save. Oh no, who is that? Who is that injured? Is it Caicedo? It might be Caicedo. It's Caicedo, I think. Now he's going to be out for a few months. Our captain. We've lost our captain at the very end of this game here. That's not good. That is really not good for us. It's the end of the game, so we'll just give a run out to Chukwuemeka. Why not? It doesn't really matter. The game's done. But it's a big injury to lose him. And there's something as small as that as well. The game should be done, but the win is in the bag. But losing Caicedo could be massive. Let's see how long the injury's going to be out for, but this win's been tainted by that loss of injury to Caicedo. But the João Felix goal, incredible. But the injury to Caicedo could be very, very bad. And season altering for us. But that man deserves plaudits for that great goal to win us a game. And as you can see, Caicedo's going to be out for 2 months with a dislocated shoulder. So he's going to be back by January, hopefully. Well, he's going to be back by January, thankfully. But we're going to miss him for 2 months, which means in the team I'm most likely going to play. That's not what I wanted to do. I'm most likely going to play. I don't know who I want to put into midfield then. I mean, Reece James could come into the team, but we don't really have enough right back to put in a second team. Koundé could go CDM for now, and Colwell comes back into defence. That could be the play. We could bring Yusega in. We could also bring, obviously, we could Chukwuemeka in. Do I feel like this could be a good change? Koundé into CDM. Obviously, he doesn't have holding plus or anything like that. But Caicedo injured for 2 months is massive. Lavia. Actually, you know what? Lavia comes into the first team. We'll do this. Captaincy, we'll give it to Palmer for now. But losing Caicedo for 2 months is going to be massive. But thankfully, Lavia can come into the team. Up against Crystal Palace, our team is held to a 1-1 draw hit away from home. And up against newly promoted Sheffield United, we'll pick up a 4-1. We're going to actually Cucurella, Palmer and Koundé scoring in this one. And our second team just about get a 3-2 victory over Anderlecht with Quendo scoring 2 goals in Dewsbury Hall, grabbing the other one there to make it 3-2 and another 3 points for us in the UCL group stage. There's another win hit up against Brighton away from home down south here. Palmer scoring 2 goals and Madueke grabbing the other one there, and Gruder performing well for them in this one. We get another 3 points in the Prem, and you love to see it. And back in the Carabao Cup, we'll pick up a 2-1 win away from home against Hull City with Mark Goose scoring twice in this one at the start of the game and then towards the end of the game to win us this one. And for the final game of today's episode, we're going to take on Arsenal here at the Bridge. They're currently 8th and we're top of the table. So this game also will take on PSG. That'll be the start of this episode if I don't decide to sim that one. So yeah, first game we're going to play without Caicedo in the midfield. So Lavia, we know how good he can be from previous series, obviously in the Everton series and also the Spurs series. He had a role to play in both of those. And hopefully we'll do good in this one. So 86 rated. It's a very, very good midfielder, holding double plus as well. So Caicedo would be a big miss being 88 rated. And a very, very good player for us with all those play styles we're going to miss, especially the intercept, anticipate, and other ones like that. But let's get into this one against Arsenal here at home. Jules Koundé now 90 rated in the team. Palmer 92. Osimhen 89 obviously still in at this point. Let's get into this one and hopefully end the episode with a big win against Arsenal. Open. Without him, we're not going to miss him too much. Garnacho. Looking for a new captain and call Palmer. Palmer early on in this one, that would have been a great start to the game. That one goes so far wide. Garnacho steals it back low. Looking for Madueke. Madueke takes it down, luckily controlled it from him. Malo Gusto. Been trapped here. Back here to Lavia. Lavia. Santos. Tommy Asu does well there. Second from range, Jurgensen, comfortable save. Andre Santos. In to Palmer. To Osimhen. Back here to Palmer. Lovely play for Nostu. Palmer now hits it. And Raya. Missed the save. Garnacho. Cucurella. Something that would go back to Garnacho, but for some reason tried to pass it to Palmer there. Soon, we've been a better team in this game. We've been all over them. Garnacho and Palmer linking up nicely. Palmer. A little bit of skill, and that's going to be a penalty there, given away by. That's going to be Vivian, a player that we used in the Spurs series. He was a very, very good defender for us in the Spurs series, but he gets away the penalty against Palmer. The flip flop there beats him, and Palmer to score the penalty here. Would it? So he takes it to the captain, whilst Caicedo's are injured, and Palmer buries the pen, just smashes it with ease into the top right hand corner there, and Cole Palmer makes it 1-0. A little bit of skill there to win a penalty, and a great penalty to score the goal to give us a lead in this one. And Ryan Wasn't equal to that one, no chance at that one. A great pen there by Palmer to make it 1-0. And this game has been going this way because Arsenal in this game are shown why they're 8th in the league because they're not really been that dangerous going forward. Although they do want the players to do something. Saka, Havertz, Martinelli, obviously Odegaard, etc. They've got Palacios as well. Declan Rice has scored two insane free kicks against Real Madrid. And this Arsenal team should be higher up in the league than where they are, but maybe the teams around them are just better than Arsenal. But that's saying something with how good Arsenal's team is in this game. Oh no, Kukure can't get there. Mickey Van de Ven trying to organise her back too late. And Van de Ven, good challenge in there. Not Palacios, Palmer, Tommy Essed as well. But Santos wins it back. Santos does again. Love that from the Brazilian. Now Garnacho, a little bit too much on that, and Saliba's going to get that clear. Saka, Kukure, love this steal from him. Oh, what a pass as well. Garnacho can't get to it though. Tomiyasu just went down injured moments ago, but he's still okay. Palmer blocks it by Tomiyasu. That would be half time. Forage down here to Palacios into Martinelli, and Martinelli now driving forward. Havertz denied by Koundé. That's going to be blocked by Saka for Hamor, and that's going to be a free kick for us. Santos is so good in midfield, man. Palmer. I was hoping that would be a back heel pass there, not the header. Can generate more power when the back heel pass. Palacios wins it off. Santos says somehow, not too sure how, but he did. Nuno Tavares, the former Chroma talent. Out. Gabriel Martinelli doing well. Martinelli still going here. Shot blocked by Mickey Van de Ven, and that's going to be headed clear by the Dutchman as well, only as far as Odegaard. We've got that shoot from range, and Jurgensen just about watches that one go wide there. Gusto looking to send Madueke. Madueke into Palmer. Lovely cross, looking for Garnacho. Good touch, and a good save. Oh, no, not liking this. Havertz, Mickey Van de Ven, good challenge. Van de Ven, good defending there. Now Palmer. Free hit to Osimhen. Osimhen hits it, and Osimhen hits the ball. A Napoli fan has cursed Osimhen in this series, surely. Lavia, good interception. Gusto, good work. Gusto, incredible pass into Madueke. Good turn. Looking for Osimhen, who scores this time. We take the 2-goal lead, we deserve it. And Victor Osimhen scores this time. He hit in the post moments ago. Buries that one. A great pass from Madueke, a great bit of work there from Lavia as well, winning the ball back for us. And Madueke does incredible to skip Saliba. Plays it up, Wright didn't come out for it, which was his downfall there. And Osimhen to watch it come down and then time it perfectly on the volley there to make it 2-0. Most likely the case because our defence, as you can see, even with our attack, is very, very good. And here goes Osimhen to make it 3. Osimhen, can he make it 3-0? No, we can't, and he should have scored there. It's about when they had Havertz and Werner in the team. I believe they both were at the team in the time. And Martinelli going through to get a consolation goal, maybe for Arsenal here. Martinelli shoots, and that's going to be a good save there by Jurgensen. You don't have much time to react to that. That's an incredible save. Gusto, oh, here we go, Madueke. With Osimhen. With him, but Osimhen's run all the way wide there. For some reason, it's going to fall. 2 Garnacho low. There we go, 3-0. And the game is done. It's a 3-0 win at home. We've been very, very good in this episode. Our defence has been insane in this game. And attack has been even better, I guess you could say. I wanted to pass it to Osimhen there for him to get another goal, but his run there was so wide for some reason. Not sure why the game made him run like all the way to the corner flag pretty much, but thankfully it fell to Garnacho, who was there to rifle it in and make it 3-0. And the 3 points are coming our way. And what a win that was, and what a game that was, especially for Lavia, who filled that midfield spot massively because it was big shoes to fill for Caicedo, but I feel like Arsenal were kind of poor in this game, but Lavia played incredible, and what a game that was, and Palmer, rightfully so, with the man of the match. Alright, so that's what I call it for today's episode. Obviously, next episode we're going to be in the January transfer window. Caicedo will be back from injury. I feel like I'm going to sim the game against PSG because they currently sit 21st in the league phase, so I feel like we should get a fairly comfortable win against them, unlike in real life. Obviously, PSG are a very, very good team, and a very hard team to beat right now, IRL. We face Spurs afterwards, I believe are in the top 4 of the Premier League, if I'm not mistaken, so we're going to have a quick look here where they currently sit in the Prem. As you'll see here, real quickly, in the Prem, Spurs sit 4th there, so they are in the top 4, 5 points behind us. So we're all going to face them. We're currently undefeated. As you can see, 8 wins and 2 draws. 4 points ahead of Man United, and 5 points ahead of the Spurs and also Man City, as you can see there. And like I said, next episode, Caicedo returns from injury, but Lavia in that game felt incredible, by the way. Lavia is a very just consistent player. Andres Santos up to an 80 rating now. He's been incredible in this team. He is unbelievable in game, by the way. He is so good. I recommend you try him out. And Osimhen's starting to really get into form, as you saw in today's episode. I had a bunch of chances and getting unlucky not to score more goals than they did. I do feel like he's getting unlucky at times in this series. They're hitting the crossbar, some good saves against him, and some just kind of poor misses at the same time. I see Caicedo back. He's going to have a -1 due to injury. That's not great for us, but it's all 87 rated, so that's still a very good player. Chalobah wants to leave, and we're just going to keep him around because he's a good rotation player. But as you'll see about the stats of the players, I want to show you this before we end the episode. I thought I'd just show you how the players are performing. As you can see, Cole Palmer 7 and 3, Osimhen 6 goals and 3 assists, Garnacho 6 and 4, Mkhitaryan 4 and 1. Amanda Breuer, 3 goals and 3 games, good from him in the second team. Same with Mark Gu as well, doing incredible. Got Modagusta getting in with the goals. Quenda, a bit more needed from him now, is 80 rated. We're going to give him a few games next episode as well. Now he's 80 rated. He might start a game or two next episode. I want to see how he can do instead of Madueke. Because Madueke is good, but I feel like Quenda off the bench or even starting in this team can be good. I see João Felix in today's episode made himself a hero for us in this team, scoring that great goal to win us the game against Dortmund. Obviously, we did lose Caicedo in that game. Obviously, the win is more important than getting a player and having a player not being injured, I guess you could say, obviously, with the quality backups we do have in the team. But like I said, that's going to call it for this one. So if you've got to enjoy it, drop a like, please subscribe to the channel and also notifications so you don't miss any videos when I road to 2,000 subscribers. All hope getting there is greatly appreciated. Also check out the Chroma content I post there on the main channel. So I do a bunch of Chroma content. As you can see, there's a bunch of playlists you can watch on the channel and also some rebuilds you can watch. I did a Leon rebuild yesterday. If you want to check that out, feel free to do so. There's a playlist of rebuilds you can watch and a bunch more, obviously, like I said, Chroma modes and the playlist for them you can check out as well. Thank you for watching and goodbye.